Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to be sharing with you 6 tips and strategies that will make you super at subtraction. The first tip is to use correct terms, and there's really only one term that you need to know. It's the name for the answer to a subtraction problem, and that word is difference. The next strategy is to understand the concept. The difference should be less than the starting amount. Because you're taking an amount away from a starting figure, your answer has to be smaller than whatever you started with. The only exception would be if you're subtracting 0, in which case your difference is going to be the same as your starting amount. The next strategy is to draw a picture. When you draw a picture, you're going to draw the starting amount, then you are going to cross out that second amount, count up whatever is left, and that's your difference. Let me show you how that works. So here we have the problem 12 subtract 8. What I'm going to do is I'm going to look at that first amount and I'm going to draw 12 sticks. Really try to keep your picture as neat as you possibly can. It's going to make it a lot easier. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to look at the second number, which is 8, and I'm going to cross out 8 of my sticks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. The last thing I'm going to do is count up the sticks I didn't cross out, and whatever that number is, that's the difference. 1, 2, 3, 4. So the answer to the problem, our difference, is 4. My next strategy is to use a number line. Let me show you how that works. So this problem says 10 subtract 4, and I'm going to be using a ruler as a number line to solve. I start by looking at the first number, which is 10, and I'm going to point to that number on my number line. The second number, the amount that I'm subtracting, is 4, so I'm going to be moving to the left 4 times. 1, 2, 3, 4. I have landed on the number 6, which means that 6 is the answer or difference to my problem. If you're ever not sure whether you're moving in the right direction when you're either adding or subtracting, go back to tip number 2, which is to understand the concept. If you're subtracting but you notice that the numbers are getting greater, that should alert you that you're moving in the wrong direction because your difference has to be less than the amount you started out with. So just as an example, let's say I was at 10 and I started moving 1, 2, 3, 4, and I said, oh, okay, my answer is 14. Well, no, my answer can't be 14 because I only started out with 10. When you're subtracting, the numbers have to get smaller. When you're adding, that's when the numbers get greater. And the reason that you're moving in opposite directions for adding and subtracting is that subtraction is actually the opposite operation of addition. And so that also kind of goes along with tip number 2, which is to understand the concept. My next strategy is to use a 100 or a 120 chart to help you solve a subtraction problem. If you don't have a hundreds chart at home, I will leave a link in the description box below to where you can find one and print it for free from the internet. And I'm going to show you how to use a 100s chart to solve a subtraction problem right now. The problem says 74 subtract 9, and this is a perfect problem for using a 100s chart, or in this case, a 120 chart. Drawing a picture and using a number line are great if your number is less than 20, but I don't want to draw 74 sticks, and I don't know of a number line that goes from 0 up to 74. So this is the perfect tool for this type of a problem. I'm going to start by looking at the first number, which is 74, and I'm going to be placing my finger on the number 74 on my 120 chart. Then I'm going to be moving to the left 9 times. When I do that, I'm actually going to get to the beginning of the row. Take a look. 1, 2, 3. And I still have to go, several more spaces to go 9 spaces. And so what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to be going to the end of the previous row, which is going to take me right here. And then I'll continue moving to the left. So let's go ahead and try that one more time. It's 74, and I want to go backward 9 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And I'm on the number 65, which means that 65 is the difference. It's the answer to my problem. My last strategy is to look for keywords. There are 3 keywords that, when you see them, almost always tell you to subtract. Those keywords are difference, left, away. When you're solving word problems, even if the lesser amount is listed first in the problem, I always recommend that you write the greatest number first. Let me go ahead and show you why. So this word problem says, Hoppy has 6 berries. Alice has 9 berries. What is the difference? The number 6 is the first number that's in the problem, but the problem is if I try to subtract 9 from 6, I'm going to end up with a negative number. And it is possible to have negative numbers, but not in first grade. That's not something we cover. So even though 6 is listed first in the problem and 9 is listed second, I'm going to put the 9 first when I write this problem out. So again, instead of 6 subtract 9, I'm going to write 9 subtract 6. And at this point, I could use my fingers, a number line, a hundreds chart, a picture to solve and find the difference, which is 3. I hope that you enjoyed learning the 6 tips and strategies that will make you super at subtraction. That's all I have for you today, but I will see you in my next video. Bye for now.